Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SS Analysis. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you are watching this video first time, subscribe my YouTube channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodities and equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand this solely to take your decision. Your one like will motivate me to be regular in working more hard for you. Let us start the day to analyze the movements of natural gas futures in different time frames. Friends, this is a daily chart of natural gas futures where I would like to analyze the movements of natural gas futures in different time frames. So friends, let us first study the movements of natural gas futures at the same time in September during the year 2018. That's why I am going to check once again the movements of natural gas futures during the same time where we are now in 2019. Here you can see that on September 5th, 2018, natural gas futures were taking good support at these levels. No doubt that the levels were a little higher at the time, as during the September 2018, natural gas futures were trading around $2.748 on September 5th, 2018. Here you can see that in a daily time frame, natural gas futures formed a good bottom at this point at the levels of $2.750 before moving upward during the month of September and touched the levels of $3.316 on October 9, 2018, when the natural gas futures touched the levels of $3.335 on October 9, 2018, but came down a little back up to the levels of $3.148 before moving upward, and once again natural gas futures tested the levels of $3.331, where the natural gas futures have a stiff resistance at the level of $3.333. So friends, here I find that this was the time when the natural gas bulls were loading long positions during the 2018, when the natural gas futures touched the peak levels of $4.8 on November 14, 2018 and sustained above the levels of $4 up to December 12, 2018 before coming downward from these levels. So friends, I have constructed a downward zone that how and why the natural gas futures move below these levels and how they perform against all fundamentals when the natural gas futures move in a particular direction. Friends, here I have used a technical tool which is called Ichimoku cloud. So friends, here you can see that when the natural gas futures make a downward move and come below the Ichimoku clouds, no doubt that the natural gas futures whenever come below the Ichimoku cloud, they remain under bearish pressure. And here you can see that once when they found a breakout above the Ichimoku clouds, they tried to sustain above the Ichimoku clouds during the month of August 2018. But once again when they came downward, they formed a bottom at this level during the month of September, and here after formation of a double bottom, natural gas futures came above the Ichimoku clouds and started to sustain at here at the levels of $2.928, from where the natural gas futures started to take a sharp upward move during the month of October. Here one important thing is to be noticed that the natural gas futures came above the 200 days moving average in a daily time frame when they first came above the 200 days moving average on September 18, 2018. So friends, this was the beginning when the natural gas futures started their upward trend after coming above the Ichimoku clouds and well above the 200 days moving average during the month of September. No doubt that till October 10, 2018, the natural gas futures had attained the immediate resistance at $3.333, where the natural gas futures find before the advent of an uptrend every time. So friends, here you can see that when the natural gas futures were trading above the level of $4 up to December 12, 2018, they were well maintaining above the Ichimoku clouds. When they broke below the Ichimoku clouds when the natural gas futures make a downward move below the Ichimoku clouds on December 20th, 2018, they remain in a heavy sell-off, which resulted in a big gap down here on December 31st, 2018. And since then, here you can see that the natural gas futures had come below the 200 days moving average on December 31st, 2018. And since then, we have seen the natural gas futures have been constantly have come under a bearish pressure. Since then, we have seen that after coming below the 200 days moving average, this was the first signal when the natural gas futures came below the Ichimoku clouds, and then they broke the 200 days moving average support on December 31st, 2018. Once again, they tried to make an upward move, but here you can see that the natural gas futures found stiff resistance at 50 days exponential moving average on January 15, 2019. Since then, the natural gas futures have been maintaining below the Ichimoku clouds and well below the 200 days moving average. But here I find whenever the natural gas futures tried to move above the Ichimoku clouds, they found stiff resistance here and came down and touched the levels of $2.180 on June 20th, 2019. Since then, the natural gas futures have been constantly maintaining under a bearish pressure, but here once again you can see that the natural gas futures found the bottom of this season on August 5th, 2019. Since then, the natural gas futures have been constantly maintaining an upward trend where you can see that the 20 days exponential moving average has come above the 20 days moving average, and on the other hand 50 days exponential moving average has come above the 50 days moving average. Let me zoom this portion for you for an in-depth analysis. So friends, here you can see that when the natural gas futures came above this downward zone on August 23rd, 2019, when they touched the lows of $2.121, since then the natural gas futures have been constantly maintaining an uptrend till August 29th, when they touched the levels of $2.327, where I find that the natural gas futures have found a beginning of an uptrend once again, which has been confirmed by the formation of this bullish hammer on August 30th, 2019. The bullishness of this hammer have been confirmed by the formation of a green candle on September 2nd, 2019. Since then, here you can see the impact of this bullish hammer. The natural gas futures have been constantly maintaining an uptrend till today, despite the announcement of a build-up of 82 billion cubic feet when the impending inventory was announced. Here I find that if we notice this uptrend in a daily time frame, I find that the natural gas futures have been constantly maintaining amid this zone, which I have shown with this blue line, when the natural gas futures started to move upward since August 23rd, 2019. Then I find that this was the beginning of an uptrend when the natural gas futures have well crossed Ichimoku clouds now in a daily time frame. And here I find that once again the formation of this shooting star confirms the beginning of a steep upward move during the upcoming weeks. So friends, here I find that as I have constructed an upward zone from this line to this line, here I find that whenever the natural gas futures touch the lower end of this uptrend zone, we will see the natural gas futures to take a bounce back, where the natural gas futures will try to test the upper end of this upward trend, where I find that shortly we will see the natural gas futures to break the immediate resistance of 200 days moving average, which is currently at the level of $2.732. Therefore, I find that during the upcoming week, I will see the natural gas futures to break the 200 days moving average resistance, which is currently at the level of $2.732. Therefore, I have constructed this my expected trading zone today. As we have seen, the impact of announcement of build-up has been negated by the natural gas futures. When here you can see after the announcement of natural gas build-up, natural gas futures touched Ichimoku cloud here at the level of $2.386, but could not come down because here the Ichimoku cloud provided a good support, which resulted in a sharp bounce back in natural gas futures, which is still can be seen in the movements of natural gas futures, which I would prefer to show you in a shorter time frame very shortly. Therefore, I find that any downward move on September 5th will be a good opportunity to go long in natural gas futures for the upcoming weeks. So friends, this is my expected trading zone in a daily time frame from September 5th to September 15th, where my stop loss levels will be at the levels of $2.286, and I would prefer to go long if the natural gas futures once again come a little downward. Otherwise, I find if the natural gas futures maintain at this blue uptrend line, no doubt that we will see a sharp upward move very shortly. So friends, I find that a sustainable move of natural gas futures amid this uptrend zone will confirm the continuity of an uptrend in natural gas futures during the upcoming weeks. So friends, here I would prefer to go long in natural gas futures above the Ichimoku clouds once the natural gas futures are able to maintain the current levels at the levels of $2.444. No doubt that the natural gas futures will try to achieve the target of $3.333 during the month of October. So friends, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.